soul with it. Yeah. What's going on, everybody? Ricks TV back with another video, and I already know, bruh, I can hear y'all already, bruh. You ain't did a video in a while, bruh. Why you ain't been dropping videos and all this and all that? Listen, bruh, okay, I'm back. I'm back, and I'm gonna be dropping these videos on y'all, okay? I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Look, I'm a huge Lakers fan, but I'm really not liking what's going on in the organization. I'm not liking how things are being ran, and I'm totally frustrated. You know, I've been a huge Lakers fan since Kobe with the Bush, and he was one of the reasons I became a huge Lakers fan. I'm not sure if y'all know the story or not, but, you know, I always looked up to my brother. You know, my brother was a Dallas Cowboys fan, my dad was a Redskins fan, and I'm just giving y'all the story of how I became a Lakers fan. But, you know, my dad was a Washington Redskins fan, and my brother was a Dallas Cowboys fan, so they told me to choose one day. They was going back and forth as we was watching the game, and I ended up saying, it was like, who you like? And I ended up picking the Cowboys. So then my brother, I thought he was a Laker fan, and I wanted to do everything my big brother did. So I thought he was a huge Lakers fan. Turned out he wasn't. He was actually a Wizards fan. But since I already thought he liked the Lakers, and Kobe and Shaq was playing together and they was winning, so since I already thought he was a Lakers fan, I ended up sticking with the Lakers. And, you know, he told me he was a Wizards fan and all this other stuff, but I'm still a Laker fan. And like Dr. Buss said, once you're a Laker fan, you're going to always be a Laker fan. And I thought that once Kobe retired, it'll probably change, but I still haven't changed, and I'm not a fan of LeBron James. I'm going to be honest with y'all. Y'all already know I just never been a fan of LeBron James. I don't like the way the media, you know, praise him and worship him, and he has a lot to do with that as well. You know, a lot of people like, oh, you can't blame LeBron James and blah, blah, blah. But that's neither here nor there. Let's get to the point. All right, let's talk about what's going on with the Lakers, because I'm absolutely upset at what's going on in the organization. A lot of stuff that's happening that I told y'all would happen, and a lot of stuff that's happening I'm absolutely just shocked and upset about. The one thing I'm upset about really is Luke Walton. I felt like he was a great coach. I think he was put in a horrible position. I think he's great in terms of X's and O's. I just don't think that he was given the opportunity to show how great of a coach he is. When he came in, he was giving young guys, and he developed those young guys. We see Julius Randle go on and do great things. We're seeing D'Angelo Russell, even though he got caught with some weed, but, you know, we see D'Angelo Russell going on to do some great things, some tremendous things in Brooklyn. Jordan Clarkson, you got Larry Nance. You know, a lot of great players out there that the Lakers have developed. It's like they're going elsewhere and they're developing. Even if you look on our roster, you know, Brandon Ingram is doing well, Kyle Kuzma is doing well, and even Alex Caruso. So Luke Walton wasn't given a fair shake to me. I felt like once he came aboard, he was the leader, and the young players look up to a leader. They look up to the person that's in charge. It's the same thing you see in Brooklyn. It's the same thing you see in Boston, even though Boston is down. Milwaukee, that's another thing. I've been watching the playoffs as well, so I've been in the loop, and I've been reading a lot of the, you know, the Laker news and everything, so I'm gonna just discuss everything. But yeah, like there's leadership, and the young players looked up to Luke Walton, and I think he's going to go to Sacramento. He's going to do amazing things. I think he's going to go to Sacramento and do some amazing things. They'll make the playoffs. I think they could possibly, you know, add a free agent. I think they have a better chance at getting Klay Thompson due to the relationship with Luke Walton than the Lakers do. And I think the Clippers have a better shot as well. I already told you guys who I felt was running the organization secretly behind the scenes. I'm reading right now a report, well, it's a rumor actually. It's saying that LA, this is from Bleacher Report, came out a couple hours ago. It said that LA told head coaches, well, head candidates, you know, nobody will be hired above Rob Pelinka. And this is what I told you guys. You know, I did a video and I said, will Rob Pelinka replace Magic Johnson as the head of basketball operations? It hasn't been reported that he's done so yet, but I do believe so. And that's just going to show you that Kobe Bryant is running things. Like I said, it's not official, but we pretty much already know. You know, Rob Pelinka and Kobe Bryant are they're like best friends, and he was Kobe Bryant's agent. So I believe that Kobe is secretly calling the shots. I don't think Tyronn Lue was the right coach. I think what the Lakers should have did, in my honest opinion, I think that they should have gave Luke Walton a higher position. And when I say a higher position, you know, I think they all should have worked together. And it's just my honest opinion. I think they all should have worked together. I think they should have brought Phil Jackson back. Luke Walton a higher role. Maybe just say he's the general manager. You don't have to make him the general manager, but give him a higher position, because what happens is LeBron carries a lot of weight, a lot of power within the media. They could change the narrative. That's why they promote LeBron James so much and market him so well, because he's a marketing asset. They market him as the next Jordan, and fans buy into him. So they're going to protect their asset, and that's why they shove LeBron James down your throat so much. When you give Luke Walton a higher position, LeBron James and others, they have to respect the chain of command. They have to respect the authority. So if I got the power to trade you, and that's not necessarily say Luke Walton is going to trade LeBron James or going to do this to LeBron James, but just knowing that having that title gives you power, that's what I think would have happened if you made Luke Walton, gave him a higher position, but also made him the head coach. It's exactly what they did to Doc Rivers. By giving Doc Rivers power, and everybody, he don't have to necessarily be involved with the day-to-day. You know, Luke Walton didn't have to be involved with the day-to-day, but everybody's on the same page. Everybody's working together. You get what I'm saying? And that will help Luke Walton be able to have power, because you know that you could be traded at any moment. You're going to respect him. You know, you're going to give him that respect. And if you don't, you're going to be gone, you know? And I think they gave in when they fired Luke Walton. Magic Johnson, I was absolutely shocked when he got, you know, when he resigned. But I already told you guys, and LeVar Ball, you heard LeVar Ball say the same thing. Magic Johnson wasn't calling the shots. You know, Magic Johnson was just the face. And y'all heard me say this months before. I like Jeannie Buss, and Jeannie Buss is a fine woman. Don't get me wrong. She's absolutely gorgeous. But I think that Jeannie Buss is allowing Kobe Bryant to influence a lot of her decisions. Now, if they're going to get the pieces that they need in order to win a championship, because I don't think nobody wants to come to LA. I don't think so. I don't think they want to come play with LeBron James, and I don't blame them. I'm not a huge fan of LeBron James. You know, I don't think he's a great, you know, as a great basketball player as people making him seem. Like, I go through it every day with people. But I don't think Tyronn Lue is the right coach to go with, you know, because pretty much you're giving LeBron James the power to run the organization, and everybody's not going to be on the same page. I think they should look past Tyronn Lue. I just think that Tyronn Lue is not a great coach at all, and you know, he just was fortunate enough to get the Cavs job once they got rid of David Blatt. I think they should trade Lonzo Ball. I would trade everybody, because the only way this is gonna work where everybody's gonna be satisfied is if they get superstars. And you know, there are people talking about Mark Jackson. I think Mark Jackson was a great coach at what he did, and that was, you know, building a foundation. I don't think that will work with LeBron James, and you know, especially if they start losing, then the leader starts to get mad at the head coach, and you know, Mark Jackson is most likely going to speak his mind. LeBron James isn't going to like that, and then it's going to be talks about Mark Jackson getting fired. He's going to get all of the blame. He's going to get all the blame. Then the young guys aren't going to respect him because they see LeBron James. It's going to be the same situation with Luke Walton, and that's why I don't think Tyronn Lue would be a great coach. I think they should just go ahead and just go with Brian Shaw. Since he's already there, just give Brian Shaw the position, probably add Tom Thibodeau under Brian Shaw, or give Tom Thibodeau the job, or just let LeBron James be the coach. Let him do like Bill Russell did. We haven't seen that happen in a long time, to where you've seen a player be the coach as well, because it's going to all come down to what he say. They're going to run his system anyway. His fans going to be happy, and that way when it all goes wrong, you can say, well, LeBron James, you was the coach, so you get the blame for everything. You know, everybody's talking about Kyrie. Oh, Kyrie's losing, so he needs to come back to LeBron. He needs to beg to get LeBron James back. He needs to come. I'm like, bro, like this. So you telling me just because this man lost, he needs to come back crawling to LeBron James? I'm like, bro, like, it's so pathetic. It's like they almost was waiting for this to happen so they could be able to say, oh, look, now you fell in without LeBron James. Now you need him. No. Why would Kyrie Irving, knowing what he went through, say, oh, I need to go back to LeBron James and go through what I was going through? No, you need to figure it out. And that's what I think he should do. I'm not for, oh, we should bend at LeBron James' will. No, I want the Lakers to earn it the hard way. I would have rather us either get Paul George, or I would have rather us get Kawhi Leonard and build around Kawhi Leonard, opposed to building LeBron James and just giving him what he wants. I want it the hard way. We got to earn these players. We got to earn wins. And I'm still a firm believer that the Lakers, I believe that we wouldn't have made the playoffs even if LeBron James didn't get injured, because the West was extremely tough. I go through debates all day with people like, oh, well, the Lakers were first. They were fourth in the West. Bro, the Clippers was first. The Kings were in the top 5. A lot of teams was in the top 5. A lot of them didn't make the playoffs, and a lot of them dropped. We were still losing games against the Brooklyn Nets, against the New York Knicks. But we were losing a lot of games because LeBron James couldn't finish in the fourth quarter. He couldn't close the games out. He was missing free throws. These are facts. You can go back and look at this stuff. But I think the best option would be either Brian Shaw or just allow LeBron James to be the coach. But that's just my take on it. You know, I don't want to make this video long. I'm absolutely, disgusted at what's going on with the Laker organization right now. We need to evolve. And we'll just see where everything goes from here. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Get in that comment box, like, share, subscribe. I'm out.